ENCLAPSലേക്കുള്ള വഴി ഇനി തനിയെ തുറക്കാം. Subscribe to the ENCLAPS channel. Ring the bell button and open success. It's that easy.
I miss my grandpa so much. What would he be doing now? He'll be busy with the Christmas preparations.
Vanka loves his grandpa very much. His mind is full of thoughts about his grandpa. He imagines what his grandpa might be doing, and we get a clear-cut picture of his grandpa from the description of his imagination. In his imagination, he saw his grandpa standing at the gate and looking at the bright light coming from the church window. The memories are so fresh and clear in his mind. What else would his grandpa be doing on Christmas Eve? He thought. He may be stumping his boots, or fooling with the servants, or else with his rattle fastened on his belt, he would keep on throwing out his arms and hugging himself to keep himself warm. He was indeed a cheerful person. At times, he would pinch a maid or one of the cooks and hold out his snuff box to the women. They would take a pinch and start sneezing, and he would be so delighted to see them sneezing. Those were his pranks of old age. Yes, Grandpa was having a jolly good time over there in his village. At times, he would even give the dogs a pinch of snuff. Oh no, that's too mischievous. Kastanka would be offended. She would shake her head and walk away. She wouldn't be happy about the mischief. And Eel, we know his nature very well. Insinuating, and of course very appealing. He would just wag his tail. The weather in the village was glorious. The air was still, transparent, fresh. Wow! The trees were silver with rain. The sky sprinkled with gaily twinkling stars. All these thoughts triggered certain emotions in Vanka's mind. Everything seemed so pleasant and everyone seemed so happy in his village. Grandpa is happy. The maids are happy. In fact, the whole village is happy. But what about Vanka? The very thought of his own plight made him sigh. He continued writing. Writing what? The letter.
And yesterday, I had such a hiding. The master took me by the hair and dragged me out into the yard and beat me with the stirrup strap. Because my mistake, I went to sleep while rocking their baby. And one day last week, the mistress told me to cut a herring. And I began from the tail. And she picked up the herring and rubbed my face with the head. They send me to the tavern for vodka and make me steal the master's cucumbers, and the master beats me with the first thing he finds. And there is nothing to eat. They gave me bread in the morning and gruel for dinner, and in the evening, bread again. But I never get tea or cabbage soup. They gobble it all up themselves. And they make me sleep in the passage. And when the baby cries, I don't get any sleep at all. I have to rock it. Dear Granddad, for the dear Lord's sake, take me away from here. Take me home to the village. I can't bear it any longer. Oh, Granddad, I beg and implore you. I will always pray for you. Do take me away from here, or I'll die.
Now, this is so bitter. Vanka has opened up his pathetic condition. His master and mistress ill-treat him so much. Even the senior apprentices do their part in hurting him. They don't give him proper food. He doesn't have proper sleep. He begs his grandpa to take him back home. How sad. Vanka was beaten hard by his master. Being a woman, His mistress should have been more considerate towards him. She asked him to gut a herring. Now, herring is a fish. This poor child was asked to clean the fish. How would he know that? He's not used to such things. He did it the wrong way. And you know what happened then? She rubbed the fish on his face. That was so cruel and insulting. The senior apprentices sent him to the tavern for vodka. He was asked to steal the master's cucumbers. He was given just bread and gruel. To add on to his misery, he was forced to sleep in the passage. No bed, no pillows, no blankets. Now, his only hope was his grandpa, his only relative. He implored and begged his grandpa to take him home.
I'll grind your snuff for you. I will pray for you, and you can flog me as hard as you like if I am naughty. And if you think there is nothing for me to do, I'll ask the steward to take pity on me and let me clean the boots, or I will go as a shepherd boy instead of Fidya. Dear Granddad, I can't stand it. It is killing me. I thought I would run away on foot to the village, but I have no boots and I'm afraid of the frost. And when I grow up to be a man, I will look after you and I will not let anyone hurt you. And when you die, I will pray for your soul like I do for my mummy.
Vanka is still pouring out. He couldn't stop his tears. He wanted to run away on foot to his village, but he had no boots and he was afraid of the frost. What a pity. He was walking on a shoemaker's shop, but he did not have shoes for himself. And so, the only option left to save himself from his plight was to plead with his grandpa. His only hope. He gave his grandpa a whole lot of promises. He promised to grind snuff for his grandpa. He would clean the boots. He would go as a shepherd boy. He promised to look after his grandpa when he grew up, and he promised to pray for grandpa's soul when he died. How pathetic was his condition. He gave his grandpa so many offers because he couldn't bear the cruelty of his master anymore. He wished to get back to the comfort of his village somehow. He is ready to do anything to go back home. How beautiful is his village? How happy are the people over there? How funny is his grandpa? The loneliness is unbearable. He has to convince his grandpa to take him home or he will die. Has he finished writing the letter? No, he has more to convey. Let's see that in the next class.
3 ലക്ഷത്തിലേറെ വരുന്ന ചോദ്യോത്തരങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റവും കുറഞ്ഞ ചിലവിൽ സ്വന്തമാക്കുവാൻ ഉടൻ തന്നെ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യൂ എൻക്ലാപ്സ് ദ ലേണിംഗ് ആപ്പ്.